What's going on, YouTube? So this video is going to be about another extraordinary gentleman. He's from Augusta, Georgia. He's on the front lines. He's a part of the Air Force, ROTC. Shout out to the Air Force, man. Y'all producing great quality officers. Best of luck to him. Let's get into the video. Welcome.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain, I woke up this morning.
That's true. All right, so what is your name?
My name is Harper Lee.
Harper Lee. All right, so where are you from?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia.
You like it?
I love Georgia. It's the best place to be from in my eyes.
Yeah, I love Georgia too. So off camera, we was talking about your major, and you're an architecture major. Do you like that?
I love architecture. It's definitely one of those things that takes a whole lot of time away from you, but at this point, I can definitely say it's my passion.
Nice. So what do you like about it?
So one of my favorite things about architecture, and my least favorite thing at the same time, is that there's no right answer. Mm-hmm. You can approach a problem an infinite amount of ways and it still work based off of your target audience and what you're trying to portray in the grand scheme of things.
Nice. That's interesting, I'm not gonna lie. So what are your hobbies?
So my hobbies, most of the time, nowadays I really just sleep, but when I'm not asleep, I like to watch a lot of videos and anything for inspiration, because my biggest thing now is getting up and actually doing stuff. So when I can go and see stuff that other people do, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I want to learn to do that. Just
nice. Okay. Well, before we get too far, how old are you?
I am 20 years old. I turned 21 in April.
Nice. Okay. So we also talked about ROTC and stuff like that. So a lot of people know this is a military channel, and my path is totally different from yours. But so in order to get an ROTC, did you put in a scholarship? How did that process work for you?
So my ROTC process actually started in high school, because I knew straight out that I wanted to join the military. Both of my parents enlisted Army, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna enlist too. My mom was like, your GPA is too high, your test scores are too high, and she was like, you're not doing that. So I went and applied for the Air Force ROTC HSSP scholarship, which basically just means straight out of, as soon as I got here, I contracted, I signed my life away, and when I graduate, I commissioned as a second lieutenant.
Nice. So that's an exciting process for you, because actually it makes sense, because you're going to school for something you like, and then you're doing something you already was going to do anyway, but you're just going to get paid a little bit more in the process.
That's the point.
Okay, so we're here at Tuskegee University. Why Tuskegee out of all places? Because if you probably could have chose any other school.
So this might be a cliche that you hear a lot, but I feel like Tuskegee chose me. So when it came to finding architecture programs, a lot of people will judge you based off of the way you look and assume that you don't have the work ethic. So when I approached schools like Kennesaw, one professor literally told me that I didn't have enough time to be an architecture major and do ROTC. And I was like, well, if you believe that without seeing my GPA, test scores, or anything I've done, then I'm just in the wrong place. When I came to Tuskegee, the architecture program was very exciting, because you hear about how the students themselves built the building. My teachers have a lot of trust in me, but I hope they don't trust me enough to live in one of my models. But the students built the buildings, and then the Air Force ROTC was so prestigious because everybody knows about Tuskegee Airmen. So my love for architecture and then my excitement about flying and pilots met me here at Tuskegee University.
Okay, so just to be clear, you are in Army ROTC?
I'm Air Force.
Air Force ROTC. Yes, I've got to clear that up for the people. All right, Tuskegee chose you, man. I felt the same way. A lot of people, they ask me why did I come here, because in my scholarship I could have went to any place in the country, and I chose Tuskegee, and Tuskegee offered me the fastest response, and then why I'm a mechanical engineer, this is the only program they said I could complete in 36 months. Every other program turned me down. So Tuskegee is one of those places where it really embodies that family atmosphere. Do you like Tuskegee?
Do I like Tuskegee? I definitely love my stay here. Every day there's something to do. Like, I know a lot of people talk about how there's nothing in Tuskegee but Tuskegee, but every day I wake up knowing, okay, I gotta go to class, but there's always something extra, some adventure that there's always to go on. So
True.
I definitely enjoy my time here.
I like it too. Yes, yeah. All right, so how do you contribute to, let's just say, the public or the school itself? What do you do that's extraordinary for Tuskegee?
So here at the school itself, I'm a university ambassador. So I play a role in meeting new students and historic tours. I actually enjoy the historic tours because there's so much about the campus that people don't know. Like, one of my favorite facts is that there are red rooftops lining the campus, and the red rooftops were to let the airmen, when they came back, to know that they were home. And I think that there's so much poured into Tuskegee and the buildings that people just don't know about, because everything's intentional. As well as far in the community, I help renovating houses and gutting houses with some of the other men in the area.
That's crazy. So you actually do a lot of stuff that people, if they just saw you walking around, they wouldn't know it. Because I'm going to tell you guys from firsthand, this guy's the most humble person in the world. He walks around with a hoodie on, with sometimes a hood over his head. So what's one piece of information that you have embodied, like you will always remember?
There's this quote. I don't know who it originally came from, but I know my mom always told it to me. In life, everybody has two people, two mentors. One they want to be everything like, and one they want to be nothing like. Make sure that nobody's looking at you and saying, I want to be nothing like that person.
Hey, yeah. that's a heavy hitter, because it really makes you look in the mirror and be like, am I being the best person I could be? Okay. Lastly, my question for you is, what advice would you give to the people, the high schoolers, or even the people in ROTC right now that might not know you, but they see you and they're scared to talk to you, or what advice would you give them?
What advice would I give? I think the biggest thing that I would have wanted to know looking back, always do your research. Don't go into things without completely understanding what you're doing, and even if that's not possible, have somewhat of an understanding, because you'll end up feeling stuck. And I've seen this happen to a lot of people because they signed up for something without reading the fine line, dotted line.
Wow, that makes a lot of sense, because especially us in this military life, we think we will get something, and the deal does say you can get it, but you will have to give something else. Appreciate you coming out and talking with me.
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You as well.
Hope everybody enjoyed watching the video, man. If you see Harper out in town, tell him what's up, and I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.